Good morning, everybody. Today I'm working on my Roxy's Journal of Stitchery Volume 6 Field Notes. I'm a bit behind. The last couple of days I've been making my title page. So this is my title page. This is the book I'm using. That will be covered. My title page will go like that in there. I'm making it like I made the last one. Which will be, it's not concertina style. This is the last one we made. And that's my title page, and I had a pocket there to put information about the actual project we were doing, and these are all the pages. I have video on that if you want to see it, but it works quite well. I was really happy with the way that one turned out, and the cover is just the cover with a doily around it, and I quite like that. It's the right size to fit on my shelf. So that's how I'm going to do this. So this will be my title page, and this here is my pocket, and I will put information in there like I did with the other one. The page is made from an antimacassar. It was a bit damaged. Beautiful embroidery on it. I absolutely love the colours in it. But this little piece over here was ripped. It was further down here. So fortunately, you know, I could salvage it and put it over here. It's kind of ripped right through the middle. But I've just put that on there. Now this is a combination of embroidery and like tidy embroidery and rough around the edges embroidery. I wanted it to look, just a little bit haphazard. So my base is the linen antimacassar, and on top of that I've added some fabrics. Now I was fortunate. I went to Spotlight to pick up some elastic from the journal I just made, and I spotted this fabric. It's a quilting fabric, and that's the original colour of it. They did have other colours, but I thought if I got this one, I can tea stain some as well and have it in different shades. So this is what I've patched onto my background there. I've just ripped pieces up and patched it on, along with bits of the actual linen as well. I've done lots of boro stitching or canvas stitching to hold everything in place. I had this beautiful blue fabric. It's quite old, but the edge of it, see how the edge of it is very discoloured from aging? I love that. So I added a bit here and a bit down the bottom as well, and it just brought in that lovely blue colour from the flower. And then I've done a little bit of feather stitch to hold that in place there with some colonial knots, and that also brings in the blue and the coral kind of colour. I just printed out the words I wanted to use, field notes, and held it against a window and traced it onto the fabric. That's the little 2024 I used down the bottom there, and then just stitch that on. I have some cross stitches on the pocket there. I have some mother of pearl buttons here. I also have some little Suffolk puffs in the corner over there because it was looking a little bit naked over there. Not that I need to fill every single space. Oh, I did some little stitch beads, and thank you Sally from Dotty B who showed that a little while ago now, and I just love it. I think it's a great thing to fill a space without it being overwhelming. So that is my title page. Oh, I have a beautiful piece of lace across here as well, just to add a little bit of texture. So that's my title page. Now, this time it's the spring bulbs. I haven't started technically, but I have started cutting a few things out. As with a few other ladies, I saw Corinne's video a couple of weeks ago now, and she mentioned some tea towels from Spotlight. And I got, where are they? I did get them. I went online after she said it and ordered them, and then kind of picked them up a few days later. That way I didn't have to pay for postage. They're the Coup Columbia set of 2 tea towels. I got the flower one. I didn't want the herb one. So they were very handy. But I also found some fabric while I was in there, and it's got all these beautiful flowers on it. So I grabbed a little bit of that as well, about 1/2 metre, I think. So I've cut out the gladiola, because that's a spring bulb. I also cut out the anemone or anemone. I think it's anemone. The anemone is the water one. So I've got that one. And then off the other fabric, I thought they looked like sweet peas. So, and the colours tend to go together quite nicely. So I've cut that out as well. So I thought they may work on my page, you know, something like that, but they need cutting out. I think it was Christina. I saw her video this morning, or part of it. I haven't finished watching it, but she did mention, because she has this fabric as well, that she was going to iron it on to stabilize it, and I think that's probably a good idea, because it does, you know, it comes away quite easily. So I may iron a bit of that on before I do anything else, just to, so it doesn't fray away, and then cut it out. So I'll go ahead and do that. That way I know how much space that I have. All right, so I have cut those out, and there's my crease there. So that does leave me a good amount of space. Now I'm thinking I'll put it like that, but I don't know for sure. You know, I might bring that down and put that one up there like that. I don't know yet. Or even overlap it a bit. Oh, hang on. Okay. You know, I could do that. I could cut that out even more if I wanted to, but I need some background fabric. This is just my base fabric for my pages. I need some background fabric, so I'm going to go off and decide what to do on the background, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I found this doily, and I really like the embroidery on the doily. The colours coordinate. I don't like the orange. This was sent to me by Julie Wilson. Thank you, Julie. So what I'm going to do is cut part of this out, and hopefully it will work in the background there, because the embroidery is really, really pretty. We'll start just by, I know I have to cut a bit of the bottom off, so I'll go like that and get that out of the way first. And I'm quite sure it comes to about there and there, like that. So now I'm just going to follow the line around. I guess I could have cut that crochet off, but it's okay. Okay, let's have a look. We'll we've got. As long as it's fitting in there, which it is. So pretty. Now I do need background fabric as well. So what I thought, what I might do is just curve that a little bit. That. And like that. That and like that. Okay. I had part of another doily that she had sent me, and I thought this crocheted fabric, that crochet, is really pretty. It may work just to put as an edge on there. So maybe about there. And so I'm just going to leave some fabric how far down do I want this? Okay, about there. But there, I think. All right. So there's that I can put there if I want to. And it doesn't matter if it comes over onto this page a little bit. Now I need background fabric for it. So just let me go get my background fabric that might work. Okay, so this is that same fabric, this one here, but this one's been tea stained, quite dark, but I thought that, a piece of that might look nice in the background there. Let's have a look. I haven't pressed it yet, it was it was still hung up drying, so maybe like I could have that there. Now it's got a red line there, so what I might do is just move it over, and because I can use that red line on something else, because there's the halfway mark, so maybe I'll trim that off and put that to the side, and then just have that like that in the background there. Might move that up just a little, and that goes like that there. And I don't mind it, like I can bring that round a little bit, I guess, like that. Yeah, like that. And then I could have, how was I going to do it? Like that there, and down just a little. There. And this one can be down there like that. I need to put spring, although I could put spring bulbs down the bottom if I wanted, couldn't I? I could do that. That way I can lift that one up just a little to there. I don't have to put that on this page if I don't want to. I mean, I could put it there. I'm not sure if it's needed at all. I could put some lace down the bottom here. Let me just put that to one side so I don't lose it. Put some lace down the bottom. Probably a heavier lace because that's quite thick up there as well. So just let me see what I can say. I really like this one, but I don't know if it's going to work. This is from Dee Dee, who is Deborah Powell. It's got a bit of green. It might be the wrong colour green, though. It's so pretty. It might work. Oh, hang on, that one's more green. Ah, look at that. There's two different ones in here. It's really pretty. Look at that. I might use a bit of that across there. That would be nice. What's the other end of it like? I'll have to give it a bit of a press. Oh, that's so pretty. Yes, that because that colour is just about right. I'll cut it a bit bigger than what I need on there. So that can go across the bottom there. That will be nice. Perhaps something behind these just to soften all that writing a little bit would be nice. Think, oh, I've got an idea. Just wrapping these up. Okay, I had a thought, so I'll be back. Okay, so I have some dotted mesh fabric here. I think that might work. Please excuse my hand. I completely forgot I had bandages all over it. It's quite all right. The cat just went to jump on me and missed and sort of got me accidentally. That's Molly, not Fifi. She's getting a bit old and a little bit heavy. So she misjudged. So let's have a look. We could pop that over just to diffuse it a little bit. Like that. I think that might be better. There. And there. That. And that there. It just softens it a little bit. And I could like stitch on every dot if I wanted to. Okay, that down the bottom there, put the words spring bulbs. Maybe I'll do it on an angle. Spring bulbs. Ooh, I could do that. Stitch this lace on here, maybe work out what kind of stitch to put on. I'll blanket stitch these on. Keep this one a little bit different to the title page with the messy overcasting. I think that will be fine. And that will get me caught up as well. Not every page has to be, you know, a huge amount of work, does it? Like especially like you want to take part in things, but you might not have as much time as, you know, other people do. So keep it to what you can manage, I think. There we go. That way you're not stressed about it or anything like that. Could have cut that a bit lower, but it's okay. Maybe I'll use the other piece. There was another piece, wasn't there? Maybe I will. Maybe I'll bring it right down to the bottom. There's a thought. Okay, so I'm going to go and pin all this on. Okay, so I have invisible stitched everything on. I did write spring bulbs down the bottom here with the friction pen, so that can be ironed off. I spread bulbs out just a little bit more than spring, so it filled it in quite evenly. I put that little bit of edging strip with the right stripe, I put that down the sides there. I thought that would be nice. What else did I do? I think that's it. So this I will have to sort of maneuver a little bit as I stitch that on, so it's not too wiggly, because it's not elastic, but it has that kind of effect. It tends to spring into its own shape, excuse me. Okay, so I'm thinking I will probably start with these two so they don't, come away too much. And I will more than likely do that with a blanket stitch using, this one looks fairly close, I think. It's a little bit darker. I picked a couple more up. This one's got a shine to it as well. I did pick a couple more up the other day because I'm thinking that one might be a bit yellow. And I don't want that. Let me just go and... did I bring them down? I don't think I did. Just let me go grab the others in case they're a little bit closer. Okay, I managed to find a little packet. I'm finding it harder and harder to get these. I've been buying them for years for this purpose. And they were always very easy to come by, but lately, not so. Alright, so there's 3 neutrals in there. And they're slightly different colours. Look at that. That one, no. See, this one has more of a grey, that has more of a grey pink tone to it. I may have to use embroidery thread. Oh my goodness. That one's not too bad, so we'll keep that one there. I don't think I've got any more out over here. Not in that colour, no. I have... I've got this, my big book of threads. Let's have a look. Oh, do I have a scrap? A scrap of that fabric would help, wouldn't it? Just a moment. That way. Okay. That's the, yep. Okay, which will be easier to find what I'm looking for. I might not get a perfect match. It doesn't have to be perfect, but pretty close would be nice. That's not too bad, that one. No, that's like a creamy colour, isn't it? But that, it might work all right. Let's just keep... That one's not bad at all. Surprisingly, that wasn't what I was thinking, but... yeah, that might work all right. Not quite grey enough. There's a darker one there. Like, and it's a bit darker. That might look nice, I'm thinking. It's a bit darker than that one. See? But I think that will be nice, actually. Then although the lighter will bring in the other light. But I don't know. I quite think that the darker one or the lighter one. The lighter one blends in much more. That's the darker there. And that's the lighter one there. The lighter one won't look much difference to what it looks now, whereas the darker one will. I can't even see it in the viewfinder. You know, I might go for the lighter one. I might use the darker one for the wording down the bottom, although it might not be dark enough. I think I'll stick with the lighter one for... I like that one, but I'm just thinking it might look a bit odd and sort of... And if there's a darker... Although I could go for that kind of charcoal colour, couldn't I? For the spring bulb words, which is like a browny grey. It's more brown, I think. I don't think I've got a lot of browns in here. There's a greenie. Oh, hang on, what's this? That could work. That could work. That's very close. It's actually like an olive green. Okay, we'll leave that one out for the words. All right, and so that one will be for the blanket stitch, and that one will be for the words. So I'll do those first, and then I can decide on what other stitches I want to use. I want to use something nice around the crochet edge here. I'd also like to do something coming down the side here as well. Yeah. I might do some little colonial knots along the bottom here as well. That might be nice. And I could use this one, I guess, to just do the little, a couple of the dots. Yeah. Okay, so I don't know whether I will be doing all that on screen or come back and show you that in the next video, because I feel like there's probably enough on this video now for a part 1. And just like a catch-up. Oh, look at that. That's a bit wrinkly, but it'll be fine. Okay, so I think I'll leave that there now. So I hope you've enjoyed seeing what I've done. So that's the start of my spring bulb page there. And where's the... Oh, okay. And that's the... That is the title page there, which I really like. So there we go. I hope you've enjoyed that. I have. And I may save that little one there for some time further down the line. It's really pretty. It really is pretty. I'll find a spot for it. I'm sure I will. So there we go. Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. Take care. Bye.